Hi everyone, in today's video we are talking wireless charging, and in particular the wireless charging station by Hexcal. So this is a really cool little charger, so let's jump into a little bit more detail on what this has to offer. So let's touch on the design of this first off. So this is a nice compact and portable design, great for traveling as well as use around the house. It is going to fit into your bag. It's not overly heavy, but still has a nice bit of weight to it. So it's got that solid kind of premium feel to it. But like I say, it's not going to take up a lot of room in your bag. It has a unique look in the fact that it has kind of a lamp-like shape, which you'll understand a bit later. But I like the way it looks. I think it looks quite nice and aesthetic when it's sat on my bedside table. In terms of other design features on here, so you're probably wondering where you charge your devices. Well, let's just run through how it is set up. So at the top here, you can pull up here and you have this MagSafe wireless charging plate that you attach your phone to. Underneath there, you also have this space here where you will fit your Apple AirPods or any other headphones that you can charge wirelessly. So that's two things that you can charge, and also you can charge your watch. So if you see here, we've got a watch adapter, and if we go underneath, you can see here that we have the actual charging plate for it. So that just pops out really easily, and then it just slots in there and you can place your watch on there. And if you are traveling, this is a really nice design feature because you can just obviously take that out when you're finished and you need to pack it away, and it just fits in the bottom there. And you're not going to lose that, it's not going to break, so it keeps it all nice and compact for when you're traveling. What I would say though, a little bit on this design, is that because it is quite compact, you've got to make sure that when you're putting stuff on like your AirPods that it is lined up and you see that it's charging. And also when you're charging your watch, because it is quite close to what you're going to be putting it on, you need to make sure that you are putting the watch on properly. I've had instances where I've put my watch on there and it's not charged because it's just kind of slipped off a little bit and it's not quite in the position it needs to be. So just a couple of things just to be aware of, but nothing that is, going to be causing any major issues when you're using this, as long as you double check that everything's charging properly. Okay, so what are the features of this? So obviously this is going to charge your iPhone, it's going to charge your AirPods, and it's going to charge your watch. So they are the three main things that you're going to want to get out of a wireless charger, and this fits the bill perfectly. So the other thing that this has actually is an ambient light. So you can lean over in the evening and you can tap a little button on the side there. You can see there's a little light. So if I just plug this in quickly and give you a little bit of a demo. So if you look here, here's the input. So this is where you put your charger, and you can see there it lighted up briefly, but here we go, and there you see. So, and if you press this again, it will change, so it's a bit warmer, and then it will turn off. So you get a cool light, a warm light, and then if you press it again, it will turn off the charger completely. So that's something that's a little bit different, a little bit unique. It's quite nice if you are in the evening and you just want to check something and it's pitch black and you don't want to turn a massive light on. You can just reach over, touch it, and there you go. You've got a little bit of light, not a massive amount, but enough to be able to just kind of see, if you want to check something. So let's move on to the main thing that this does, charging. So charging your devices. So there are different speeds for this. It is a decent speed. I charge overnight, so I don't need it to charge up in, an hour or whatever. I use this in the evening to charge my watch and my phone and occasionally my AirPods when needed. So what are you getting? So for your iPhone, you're going to get up to 15 watts. So that is going to be charging relatively quickly. For your Apple Watch, it is going to be a 2.5 watt charge. And for your AirPods, it is up to 3 watts. So like I say, it's not going to be massively quick, but it does the job. And like I say, if you are like me and you charge overnight, I don't think that the charging speeds are going to be an issue on this. Like I said, to charge this, you need a USB-C cable. You will need a charging brick because it doesn't come with that. So you will need to get a charging brick that has some decent wattage. I think I've got a 30-watt one. And you'll need a USB-C cable, which just goes in there. And then you can just put all of your devices on there in one go and it will charge away nicely. So how much does this cost? So this, I think, currently is around £52. So it is not overly cheap, but it's not overly expensive compared to some of the other chargers that I have tried on this channel. So it is I would say a mid-range price for what you're getting. It's going to be charging 3 devices. You get the cool little ambient lighting as well. So I think it is fairly well priced. So what are my final thoughts on the Hexcal 4-in-1 wireless charging station? I think it's a really good option. I think it's a good option for people who travel, and I think it's a good option for people who have limited space and are looking to have a really minimal decluttered space. I think it really fits the bill in those spaces. To have the added bonus that it is not massively expensive. Yes, at £52, it is a little bit more money than maybe you want to spend, but you are getting quite a lot for that money in terms of being able to charge 3 devices at once and the little ambient lighting that you get here as well. So if you're interested in checking this out, I will put a link in the description below and you can head over to their website and give it a look. So that's my review of the 4-in-1 charger from Hexcal. So if you liked this video, I'd really appreciate it if you could give it a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. And why not subscribe at the same time? And I will catch you in the next one.